This is the famous Columbia River that I'm crossing, Lake Roosevelt. Cooley Dam is a few miles from here. It's Sunday morning at about 7:48. Left the camp just a few minutes ago. Should be a pretty ride today. There's a scenic road. I'm going to be on Route 20 for most of today, and it's going to take me through the Cascades National Park later on today. I've got a fair distance to go, 324 miles. There we go. West on 20. Okanagan National Forest. Here we go. Elevation, the Loop Loop Pass, 4,020 feet. Just hit 5,000 miles on this trip. Washington Pass, 5,477 feet. We're going to pass the Pacific Crest Trail that hikers hike from Mexico up to Canada on. So here we are, Pacific Crest Trail. So I made it to Blaine, Washington. Mileage on the trip meter is 5,170 miles, 0.8. $6.50 for the motorcycle and passenger to come across for a half an hour ferry ride. It's going to save me a couple hours worth of motorcycling. Pretty good deal.
Report is north of vessel. Drivers and passengers, return to your vehicles.
Ferry station on? Yeah.
the view from the state park shortly down from my campsite. So I'm about 29 miles from Mount Rainier National Park. It's a cool Tuesday morning, day 22, starting my 4th week on the road. Mount Rainier National Park. It's a 45-minute ride, he said, on the Paradise Road up to the lookout. Peeking through those trees. Over 4,000 feet now, still climbing. Falls. Can't beat that for a view from a motorcycle ride. Taking a different way down. I'm taking the Stevens Canyon Road down. It's going to put me a little further west than I want, but I want to try a different road just to see what the views are like. I came from that road up there, and it did kind of a turn, coming back down. Little tunnel. It is at 64 degrees. I have to take off some of my warm clothes. I'm entering the Wenatchee National Forest. You go from one national forest to the next. It's hard to describe the size of these national forests. They're just huge. I don't know when they have a forest fire in one of these, how they ever think they can control it, because the territory is just enormous. There's a good example of some Palisades. Wow, out into desolation. I think south, Oregon. It's weird how at least I form these impressions of different states, and this trip has shown me that a lot of my impressions are wrong. I believe that is goodbye to Washington, hello to Oregon. State number 27 for motorcycles. After getting out of the town, they say have a sign 94 miles to the next gas, showing 126 mile range, but that can easily change if I press really hard with the bike, so I'm gonna have to measure it a little bit here.